for debris, turn 1. I mentioned one more pit stop to go. Rusty, Brad, here it comes.
There you go.
I'm telling you. So let's see. They'll be good to go to the finish on fuel from here. But some of these guys need some adjustments to keep up with that 18.
Yeah, there's a lot of haves and have-nots. Kyle Busch has got it nailed right now, but Carl Edwards was actually catching him just a little bit every now and then that last run. So, and Boyer, he's not letting Edwards get away. So it's still it's going to be a shootout. It really is, with some fresh tires, some adjustments. Brad, hey, this is the last shot they get.
I don't know, Rusty. I just don't know if anybody can catch Kyle Busch. He has been so fast, and I saw what you saw in the lap times. Every other lap, he would drop off speed a little bit, and Carl would come up and register a faster lap. I think Kyle's just cruising. That hot rod is so fast out front, I think it's Katie bar to door.
Hey, you know how I like to always say, don't go away. You never know what can happen, right?
This is true.
The most laps led in a NASCAR Nationwide Series race here at Texas is 147. Kyle Busch did that in April of 2004. He finished second to Matt Kenseth in that race.
Hey, what about Kevin Harvick? He got a big break. Stayed in front of Kyle Busch that last time by. Great for Harvick to get that done.
Well, one great thing about restarts, you can always get to that left rear quarter panel.
Ooh. Harvick coming back around to rejoin the tail end of the group, and Doc got a crucial set of pit stops coming up.
They are indeed very crucial. Brad wouldn't imply that Kevin Harvick is that hungry. He'd want to use that fender.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Hey, but you know, Kevin Harvick did stay in front of that 18 car, as Rusty said, and you know, he gets back around. He could be a factor because he wants it. Kevin Harvick has not won a race since this one a year ago. Been shut out in 2008 after being the series leader with 6 wins a year ago and 9 wins back in 2006.
As they get ready to get on the pit road here, Josh Wise will get the free pass in the 00 Michael Waltrip car there. He's in the 14th spot. Good day for Josh. He just got caught on pit road earlier.
Kyle Busch has led 126 laps, exactly the number he led back in April here when he won the race. Still we have laps to go there. Here they come. What should be the money stop? Headed to you, Mike.
And these will be the final adjustments on the 18 car, which has been tremendous. He needs to be just a little bit more tight. They're going to put 3/4 of a round in on the left rear. They're also going to make an air pressure adjustment on Kyle Busch's car. He's pretty strong. Right behind him, that's Clint Boyer. Boyer has gone from neutral to loose. They'll make a 4-tire change. Also air pressure on the 2 cars, Shannon.
Carl Edwards says the car is great on the short run, just gets a little bit tight in the center, but with only 50 laps left in this race, they are not going to make any changes to this 60. They're going to put 4 stickers and fuel for Carl Edwards.
And can Kevin Harvick do it now that he's back on pit road for fresh tires? Just a small air pressure adjustment, just wants a little more rear grip on that car. As you guys mentioned, we'll come back around and hopefully race with the leaders down toward the end of this race.
Harvick down and away, but that 60 crew, they were there for quite a while for Carl Edwards. You see the 18 got by. These guys are already going by, and Edwards was still sitting there getting left side tires, and there comes Carl, and he still gets beaten by his teammate David Reagan. So Carl Edwards loses a couple of spots on that exchange of pit stops. Back with the green flag in just a moment. Less than 50 laps to go here on the O'Reilly Auto Parts Challenge at Texas Motor Speedway. We are working caution for the 3rd time today. Came out with debris on the racetrack in turn 1. Carl Edwards, tough pit stop. He lost 2 positions by virtue of a slow stop.
They're a little slow on the right side, and they lose just a little time on the left, and it doesn't take much. You see it wait on the front guy.
Drew Blickensderfer telling his guys, you got to be better next time. Let's listen in to hear what's going on the radio.
Sorry, shake it off, guys. We might get another one. Shake it off. You guys are best on pit road. I know you can do better than that. It's no big deal.
Love hearing that encouragement from the driver. He came in 2nd and out 4th. Lost a spot to Logano and Reagan. NASCAR just called off the restart here. They're going to go one more lap. Well, guys, can Carl get up there? Who can handle this 18 of Kyle Busch?
It'll be interesting to see. It's going to be a lot more difficult from would have been from 2nd if they could have got him back out there. He's going to have to deal with not only the 2 guys in front of him, they're on the lead lap, but the lap cars.
29 been back on and off pit road in again, Jamie.
Doc, you mentioned Scott Wimmer earlier. He had moved all the way up to 7th. Well, he got together with the 24 of Eric McClure. He came down to fix that right side damage. This is the 4th time he's had to pit. Unfortunate turn of events for a car they thought was pretty quick.
Trying to patch the right side and get up under the car there. Scott Wimmer, who won at Nashville, Tennessee early in the year.
Start closing it up here. Start closing it up. Button 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 it up. Let it down, Sam. Let it down. Okay, go ahead and go. Go ahead and go.
The reason we didn't go there's a little discussion about who's supposed to be in the 4th spot between Carl Edwards and Clint Boyer. NASCAR was taking a look at that to see exactly who won that race.
We initially thought Carl had lost 3 positions on pit road. He had gone from 2nd to 5th. He came back out. He's running 4th right now. NASCAR has their tapes to be able to review who came off when and where. As far as being on the racetrack, they'll get it right for lots of reasons, because it's important to get it right. These are the two guys trying to determine the championship here in the Nationwide Series.
Well, Carl's got that 4th spot as they go green flag. Kyle Busch with a good start.
45 laps to go as they come down and take it. Kyle Busch trying to win both events here at Texas Motor Speedway in 2008 in the NASCAR Nationwide car.
Got the 2 Gibbs cars up front, 18 and the 20. Well, Kevin Harvick way high. He's got to make something happen. We saw he had a car good enough to be at least go toe-to-toe with the 18 car. But he's got to get by a lot of traffic to get up there and race it.
Boxed in there behind Mike Wallace, who is on the lead lap in 10th spot. Harvick is 11th. Now see if Kevin can go underneath the 7th.
There's that tap to the left rear quarter panel, maybe, that Brad was talking about. And you can hear him working the throttle. Mike Wallace riding with him. Here comes Kevin Harvick on the inside.
Harvick will take the 10th spot. In front of them is Mike Bliss and Brad Keselowski in 9th and 8th.
Well, here's some hot racing going on here for this spot. There's Denny Hamlin, Mark Martin. Carl Edwards has been able to get by David Reagan, his teammate. Brought Clint Boyer along with him, but he still has to go up and get to Joey Logano, who's in the 2nd spot. Denny Hamlin's a lap down. You see Mark Martin now trying to make up a lot of ground. He's got to pass Jason Leffler here, who's also a lap car.
The 6 and 5 are the 2 racing for position. 5th and 6th, Reagan and Martin. It is Kyle Busch the leader. Joey Logano in 2nd spot. Carl Edwards 3rd now. Boyer 4th. Reagan, there's the 6th car. Reagan going by in the 5th position. Then Martin, Rudiman, Keselowski, Bliss, and back to Harvick in the top 10.
But just by getting out there like that and having to start 4th, Edwards is already just under 2 seconds behind. So as fast as Kyle Busch has been, that's going to be tough for him to make up. Yeah, those fast lap times. We're talking about 30 flat lap time. That's as fast as we've seen all day. Yeah, we've started to get some shade down in 1 and 2, so they're able to get through there just a little bit quicker, a little bit more grip on the racetrack. Plus, it's time to win. Try to go to win. Joe Logano, who's in 2nd. What's he saying, Shannon?
Well, he would love to win. He's driving the same car that he did win with earlier this season. But, guys, he came down pit road on that last pit stop in 6th position. He got off in 2nd. They made a track bar adjustment, 4 tires fuel. His guys went to work 12.9 seconds on pit road. So a great pit stop for that 20 car.
Joey Logano trying to get another top 10, 11 top 10s in 16 starts. This is his 17th race, and then now we're watching the 33. He had a run inside the 88. At the 47 was there. Kelly Byers, the car that's being shown 3 laps down.
You see Harvick get back to the gas. Man, that thing is stuck. He's digging. He is digging off the bottom of the racetrack. His car really looks good. Driving under the 40 car, Montoya.
If you just joined our coverage, Kevin Harvick started on the outside front row today and actually led the first 12 laps prior to being run down by Kyle Busch. Harvick had been on the tail end of the lead lap. The caution comes back out. He's able to come around and now driving back his way toward the front from 14th, now being shown all the way up in 8th position. Clint Boyer back to the 2 car.
Look at Mark Martin go through the center of the corner now, looking inside, trying to get by this 6 car. He's got David Stremme, a lap car he's going to have to get by here. David Stremme is the first car that's 1 lap down, so he's racing for that lucky dog spot. Mark Martin now clear. Go to work on David Reagan.
More on the 5 car, Mike.
Well, it's been a lot of work for the 5 team to really dial this car in this weekend. They started off loose throughout the course of practice, eventually got the car a little bit tighter. In fact, they went too far, got it too tight. But just before the last round of pit stops, Mark came over the radio and said, guys, this car is good enough to win. Still has to pick up about 5 more positions, however, to add win number 4 here at Texas to his resume.
Mark Martin's going to keep digging. Remember, he won. His only win this year came on a 1.5-mile racetrack at Las Vegas early in the year. Laps are winding down here at Texas Motor Speedway. NASCAR Nationwide Series action. Kyle Busch the leader, but Carl and Kevin and the other boys are on their way. Kyle Busch leading at Texas Motor Speedway has now led 144 laps. He's 3 laps away from tying the all-time record for most laps led here in a NASCAR Nationwide Series race. The record he set, by the way, back in 2004. The one car exiting pit road, he was running in 9th position and had a problem with the side skirt there where they put the tape over. Now watch what happened to the left side.
Hey, you see it's come loose from the rocker panel. Don't know if that happened from contact. The bad part here, you see Stephen Wallace got into the back of Mike Bliss when he was trying to get to pit road and caused damage to his left front fender.
Yeah, and he had to come back down pit road to make repairs there.
'66 car now being shown 4 laps down in 29th position. And he is working that steering wheel, Stephen is, trying to hold on. Battle for 5th position. David Reagan in the 6th car. And easing back in on him is the veteran Mark Martin.
David Reagan's had a nice solid run here today. He's been up and around that top 5 all day long. Mark Martin's car just seems to get better as you get more laps on the tires, so he's trying to close in and take that spot away.
Shannon?
David Reagan has made 4 today, is 5 nationwide starts here in Texas. He sat on the pole here last year. This car has been really hooked up. They made some changes. It was tight early on, and they did go to work on that car. He really likes the last group of changes. His crew chief even came over the radio and jokingly said, you guys may or may not get this, but we're going to the bank, which of course means he's going to pass Clint Boyer, and then we're going to the Save-A-Lot store, which means, of course, he then wanted to pass Carl Edwards. Jamie?
Well, Shannon, David Rudiman, after that last stop, there was cord showing on the right rear. They made very minimal adjustments, put 4 tires on it, and when he came out, Jerry Baxter said, all right,